Hi, my name is Anton Schiefer, and today we're going to be talking about some of the basics in getting around XERA. XERA is the new document review platform from iCONECT. This video is primarily going to cover navigation and a few related concepts. We're going to be talking about some of the more advanced features in some future videos. So the first screen that we come to after we log in is kind of the main dashboard. It contains easy access to all your all your databases, as well as any messages that you might have from other reviewers. And I open up my test project here. We can see two databases. One is an ungrouped database, and this is a grouped database. We can talk about some of the differences of those again in a future video. Right now we're just kind of hitting the basics anyway. So let's open up our Enron email database. And after we select a database to work with, we're brought to the project dashboard. This is kind of where we can do some stuff. We can check out our batches over here. We can manage tasks. As you can see, I have an incomplete task. And we can also look at comments that other reviewers have made in our database. So here someone sent me a comment that says, do you think this is responsive? I could open up this document using this button here and be brought right to that document so I can review it myself. We're going to skip that for now and just go forward into the next database. We just click the arrow on the right-hand side of the screen to do that. And if we want to go back to the previous screen, we just click the arrow on the left-hand side. This is kind of what iConnect is called their train car navigation. Think of it as kind of when you move to the right, you're drilling down a little deeper into your database set of documents. So moving forward, right now we're looking at our table view, where we can see kind of all the documents in our database at once. This screen is where we can perform searches, use folders to cull down the set of documents we want to review, that type of thing. There's actually a lot of interesting search functionality in XERA. Again, we'll get into that at some point in the future. But since we only have 176 documents, we can see that count up here, and we're looking at all 176 documents. We're just going to go on to the next screen, since that's a pretty reasonable set to be working with. So our document view is where we do the actual commenting and coding. On the left-hand side of the screen is the group of all the current documents we can view. The current document right here is going to be highlighted, obviously. At the top of the screen, we can do a few different things. We can click on this link to open the file natively on our local machine. We can also print this document, and we can also view it in full screen, or get a little larger view there. There's three separate ways to view these native files. Right now, we're looking at the built-in XERA viewer, which kind of renders the document for us. We can also view the image we can view the file as an image using the built-in TIFF on the fly engine. This is useful if we want to maybe highlight something or make some redactions or do anything like that with the document. And of course, as well, there's also the text view if we want to see some of the metadata. So obviously here we can see custodian, the path of the native file. We can see the OCR text and navigate through the OCR text as well. So let's just go back to the viewer. I prefer working with the documents in the viewer window here. So on the right-hand side, we can see a couple more important items. This comments section is what I talked a little bit about before, where we can make comments regarding documents, and we can also choose to let other people know that we're making a comment on a document. So for example, if I'm not sure about how this document should be coded, I can say, is this confidential? So from there, I can also choose what type of comment I'm making. This is in reference to how it's going to be coded. And I can also notify any other users that are on this case. So let's say I want James to, I'm kind of asking this question, James, So I can ask him and post this comment here. And so this will be marked for everyone to see right up here, and James will have a message waiting for him next time he logs in. I can also choose to email him if I know that he's not using the database on a regular basis. So again, it's pretty useful for reviewers who might notice a hot document and want to alert people all at once. So let's see. Last for this video, we're just going to kind of go over the coding. It's pretty self-explanatory. We can set up kind of any combination of designations and kind of some of these sub-designations. Obviously, this document's been reviewed and marked responsive. We can go to some other documents over here. This one's also been reviewed. Let's see if we find one that's not reviewed. Here we go. So from here, we can notice that it's not reviewed up here. We can mark it as, let's say we mark this document as responsive. That categorization changes to reviewed. We can also call it confidential or okay to produce, and that will also change that reviews designation. So, all right, well, that about wraps up some of the basics for XERA. More advanced topics are on the way, and thanks for your time.